the Bible relevant to my life? The answer may surprise you, and the answer is, it depends. It depends on you. Welcome to the first episode of the Bible Brief. The Bible contains a timeless story, a life-changing message, and a wise way to live your life. It's always had these things, but if you're asking the question, is the Bible relevant? You've probably missed something that the Bible offers, and that may not be your fault. Maybe you weren't taught any of the Bible growing up. Maybe no one ever explained to you that it was actually one big story. Maybe you just really weren't curious until now. Like I said, though, the Bible's relevance to your life depends on you. If you don't give it a chance, you won't think it's relevant. But if you dive in and really try to see what it has for you, I promise that it will change your life. This isn't an empty promise either. When people commit to explore the Bible, it not only changes their life, but sometimes it changes world history. The message of the Bible can give you motivation, it can give you direction, and ultimately the Bible can give you something worth dying for. I want to tell you a story to illustrate the power of the message of the Bible. Born in 1759, William Wilberforce grew up in England in a family that was rich and politically connected. As he grew up, he took an interest in politics too, and rose to political office himself. However, eventually he began to make a practice of reading the Bible each morning. And as he experienced the God of the Bible through reading and prayer, he became a Christian at around the age of 25. Soon he read in the Bible that God made from one all the nations of mankind. And he realized something. The African slave trade he had witnessed in his life acted as though the enslaved people were something less than the other people of mankind. He understood that the Bible rejects that idea. Instead, the Bible argues that all of mankind has equal dignity and value. William Wilberforce then took it upon himself to abolish the slave trade in England. He spent his life towards this goal, and learned as he lay on his deathbed that slavery had been outlawed in the British Empire. Because of the Bible, William Wilberforce spent his life for something valuable. He did something that mattered. Without the Bible, William would have probably simply done politics like his father before him. You see, what we find in the Bible are not just words. We find God. We find a being who doesn't just inspire the writing of the Bible, but who writes history itself with humans as his instruments. God used William as his instrument to end slavery in the British Empire. And William allowed God to use him because he was convinced by the Bible that human life and dignity were worth protecting. Why do I share this story with you? Simple. It could be your story. Every day people are changed by the Bible. God uses it to help people learn to live better and more fulfilling lives. And if you give the Bible a chance, you could see God use the Bible to do something amazing in your life too. But this change requires something of you. You have to decide to make the Bible relevant. You have to decide to listen to what it says and to learn from it, to power through the difficult parts and to dig for the diamonds in the rough. You have to decide to integrate the Bible into your life. Even if you're not a believer in God yet, the Bible still has something to offer you. I'm convinced that if you explore the Bible and try to pray, even if it feels weird, that God will use it to change your life. The Bible Brief exists to change lives by exploring the timeless story, message, and wisdom of the Bible, to help you see the Bible in all its color. The Bible Brief contains something like training wheels for you as you start or restart your journey in the Bible. And we will start at zero, as if you know nothing about the Bible at all. In this introductory series that we're calling The Bible Basics, we're taking a few episodes to describe the Bible before we then dive into the big story of the Bible starting in episode 6, a story that encompasses all of world history. We're excited that you've tuned in, and we can't wait to explore the Bible with you tomorrow. Our next episode is about asking questions. We all have questions when we explore the Bible, and we're going to look at the right way to ask them. We'll see you next time on The Bible Brief. The Bible Brief is brought to you by the Bible Literacy Foundation, dedicated to helping people like you learn the Bible. Have you enjoyed the podcast? Leave us a 5-star review. You can find more Bible learning content like this on our Instagram. Just follow @BibleLit or check out the show notes to this episode. Copyright Bible Literacy Foundation 2022.